And I remember the government wanted to build those schools, but the local people uh, demanded that the government stop, and they never built these uh, grammar schools. And the reason was they complained, why is the government building new schools for prisoners when people who are not prisoners don't get new schools? So the government stopped. They just quit making any more schools. And we had to convert some of the barracks into schools. And I remember the first class I went to, I was in the fourth grade. It was an empty room in the barrack, and some carpenters, the local carpenters, made some benches. And so that was our tables. The government first asked us to teach ourselves. In other words, they tried to find teachers within uh, the prisoner ranks who could teach. The problem was many were not certified and there weren't enough. So the government hired white teachers from across the country, and they came and lived with us. They had their own barrack inside the prison and made their own meals, and they taught during the day. Some 35 teachers came. And so it was a mix of Japanese teachers and outside white teachers who came in to help. I remember the grammar school class that I was in. Our class was a bunch of rowdy kids, and I remember the teacher had a lot of trouble maintaining discipline. And I understand a professional teacher knows how to handle rowdy kids, but obviously this teacher had a lot of trouble. So that kind of tells me something about. I remember the rowdy class, but I can't remember what I was taught. So that tells you something about the teaching quality. But the main point is in the high schools, they did have the quality because the parents insisted that the standards of education, at least in the high school, be sufficient so that the students can enter colleges, they can continue their education. And the government allowed uh, many of the graduates from high school to go out as long as it was back east. It couldn't go back west. As long as we went back east to go to colleges, and several colleges did accept the graduates from the Heart Mountain camp.